Hello everyone. If you are watching this video right now, it means that everything is perfectly fine and going according to schedule. And this is probably my point of view right now. Anyways, today I'm going to be talking to you as I go into surgery about death, dying, grief, and loss. There are 5 strings on the banjo. And there are 7 therapeutic responses to grief and death. What you're going to be watching in the following video are 7 therapeutic responses in 7 different scenarios for how to handle grief and death. Remember to take care of yourself before you take care of others. Put on your oxygen mask before you put on your kids. One therapeutic response to note is not giving false assurances or avoiding problems that may be uncomfortable. Remember, avoidance is a roadblock to communication. The next therapeutic process that we're going to look at in the following video is enabling independence as long as possible. Remember, it's important to enable independence as long as possible. Following videos, we're going to exhibit 3 therapeutic responses. A, accepting your client for where they are in their grieving process. B, accepting them no matter what their grieving process is, culturally and or individually. And C, not taking anger personally.
It was very sad, Sterling. Watching her die.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. Those were the 7 therapeutic responses to grief and death. In the following videos, we're going to be talking about how a physician's directive has an impact on the death and dying process. A patient or individuals can be better informed about what is to be done after the event of death, and this is better known as a living will. However, those who are terminally ill and know that death and dying could be painful and slow are allowed to ask for injection. This is not allowed or legal in every state. Doctors and professionals cannot be asked to act unethically or illegally, and a living will should be sent to the hospital prior to admittance. However, doctors in these situations where death and dying or terminal injection would be illegal are still allowed to be therapeutic. They can acknowledge the pain, stress, and suffering and desperation of their clients, while also assuring to the client and the family that pain can be managed and kept to a minimum. The argument over whether it is right or wrong to end one's life became known as the right to die issue. Recently, however, it has been called the Death with Dignity movement. This is because recently in legislation, Muriel Bowser, mayor for D.C., proposed a bill to Congress that would allow doctors to prescribe life-ending medications to terminally ill patients. This is being debated on as we speak by Congress. The bill calls for patients 18 or older who are deemed competent by 2 or more doctors to be given life-ending medications if they have a terminal disease. The new administration under our president will be playing a role in the Death with Dignity Act. The current outlined goal under the Republican agenda quotes as follows: protect innocent human life from conception to natural death, including the most defenseless and those Americans with disabilities. The last thing we're going to talk about today is the use of hospice as an alternative way to die. Hospice is best utilized when curative medicines and aggressive therapy are no longer desired and or would only prolong the inevitable. During hospice, emotional care and pain management are the primary focus. During hospice, the emotional and spiritual needs of the client are put front and center, as well as the family, and the clients are encouraged to live each day to their fullest. That concludes my portion of the presentation. As you guys sit there, I'm probably still in the waiting room. Thanks for listening.